In this video, I want to talk about the 6 mistakes that the new eBay seller do, which keeps them small. I don't mean to offend anyone, but you might be doing the same mistake as well. The number one mistake is once you are listing something, you're only keeping how much profit you're gonna make from this sale in your mind. Yes, we sell online to make a profit, and you must be thinking, Zen, are you insane that why we should not think about the profit? We should think about the profit, but the profit is not only thing that you have to think about once you're a new eBay seller. You need to get the ball rolling at the same time. You need to get the feedback. You need to get the sales history. So if I have to start the new eBay account right from the beginning, I will probably sell the item cost to cost for a couple of months just to get a lot of feedback and just to get the sales history behind it. When the buyer can see like 50 of them, 100 of them, items already has been sold, then they have this trust factor. Even then you put the price up, they will still buy from you. So once I make a video and I tell you, okay, you're gonna make 50p profit or £1 profit or £1 50p profit, I read the comments all the time, and there are the people who will say, no, it's not worth for 50p, it's not worth for £1, it's not worth for £1.50. Of course, it's not the only item you are going to sell. You don't just list 10 items and then just think about, okay, well, these are the only 10 items. You just list them, you make a profit from the whole store in general. It's like when you go to your corner shop, they're just selling Coca-Cola. Of course, it's not going to pay their rent. But in order for them to pay their rent and pay the staff and make some money out of it as well, they need to sell all kind of products. I wouldn't even worry about the profit if I am just starting out. The second mistake is very relevant to the first one as well. We think a lot. Let me explain how. So if I'm trying to list an item, we're just gonna think, okay, well, a lot of people are selling it, I'm not gonna make any profit from it, I'm not gonna waste my time listing this one. I believe in working smart, I don't believe in working hard. Well, I always tell them, you can only know what smart is by working hard. You become smart by working hard. So you never know what's gonna sell. You need to increase your inventory, you need to increase your listing. So rather than spending a lot of time before, okay, I'm not gonna list this, I'm not gonna list one, this is not good, this is not good. You just have to list. You never know what's gonna sell, and you never know what people gonna need. I can give you one example. Once I bought the mobile phones and they came from Europe and they had the 2-pin adapter. Like in UK, we use 3-pin adapter. So once I was thinking, well, who gonna buy it? Nobody gonna use them in UK. Well, I just said, okay, well, I'm just gonna list it cost to cost. Well, you know, they just came free with the box and I'm not shipping this to the customer. So when I used to ship the phone to the customer, I used to include the 3-pin adapter rather than 2-pin one inside. So all those 2-pin adapters, 2-pin chargers was inside. I listed them, and guess what? All of them has been sold, like all of them. And what I found out, the people who was actually traveling to a countries there where they were using those 2-pin adapters, they were buying for that reason. So you never really know. Third factor is we don't use the option good till listing. I have seen a lot of times. So let me explain you on the screen where this option is. You just have to go to the settings, and in the settings you will see you just have to check this box right here. So what happens is once your item will go out of stock, eBay will not take your listing down. It will give you out of stock option. So once you have that item in a stock again, you can just increase the quantity for the item and you will not lose the history. If you don't have this option checked, whenever your item will go out of stock, eBay will take down your listing and the listing will be ended and you're going to lose all the sale history for that one. So you must use that option. The fourth thing which I really want to talk about is they want to do everything, and they say when you are everywhere you are nowhere. So once they're starting on eBay, okay, well, I need to sell on Amazon, I need to sell on Etsy, I need to sell on that, I need to sell on Facebook Marketplace, I need to do Shopify, I need to
dropshipping, this, all that. Once you're everywhere, you're nowhere.
There is a time that we need to spend to learn how the postage is going to work, how the sourcing is going to work, what are the costs which are associated with this business. We need to learn all that, which is like a 70% of the thing, I will say. These 70% things are very common across all platforms. If we can just simply focus on one platform and be good at sourcing, be good at packing, where to buy your cheaper packing, what postage to use, what will be the best way to ship this item, how can I respond to the customer, what items actually really sells. So rather than you try to do everything from the beginning, you just have to focus on one platform and then take it from there. The fifth thing which I want to talk about is not implementing. So you listen to me talking to you all the time, do this, you need to do this keyword research for the title, your pictures has to look like this, you need to list, you need to do this, you need to take care of your search engine optimization.
You need to make sure how to read your analytics, you need to make sure what is your click-through rate, all that kind of stuff. We just listen to it probably for the sake of entertainment. We got probably nothing else going on, and we just listen to these videos.
So rather than you spend a lot of time watching me talking blah blah blah, you should spend time sourcing the product and really looking what will sell and what you can list next. It is good to gain the information, but at the same time, but when you're gonna see really results is when you're gonna actually implement all that. Consuming the information is good. I do that still until today. But the thing is, I do it just probably for the sake of motivation. Even though I know the same thing, I will just listen to it once more time. It gives me this sort of motivation to go and implement that stuff. So the next thing that I want to talk about, the last one, is we spend so much time doing the thing which doesn't really give us any sort of financial benefit or in terms of knowledge benefit. So there is no mental gain from them and there is no financial gain from them as well. So once we are starting out, I will give you this example. A lot of people just spend so much time, okay, well, I need to design the logo for my store, I need to do this, I need to do this, my packing have to be professional and all that kind of stuff. It has to have a logo, my this thing have to have a logo, I need to make this Excel sheet to keep the track of everything that I'm doing, I need to do this, you know what I mean. When it comes to something which will give us a really financial and a mental gain, that thing will actually matter as compared to spending a lot of time doing the stuff which doesn't really give us any financial mental gain. So why we do that? We just kind of have this feeling of fake productivity, I will say. Like we feel like we are doing something, we're not wasting our time. But trust me, that is just the time waste as well. Especially in the beginning, you have to prioritize the things and you have to see what can really give me some sort of mental and financial gain, and then follow that path. And all those logos and Excel sheet, they will come as the part of this journey as well. And all that stuff on the YouTube, each and everything, I have organized in step by step. So everything is organized step by step, from the sourcing to listing to packing to shipping. All that process is organized on my website. I will leave the link for the website in the description. Make sure you check that out as well. Make sure you subscribe